Hello and welcome to the 2024 North Carolina Audio Play Festival, presented by Cary Playwrights Forum and Creative Greensboro. I'm Jay Zeta. Last week we premiered 2 surreal comedies, and this week we welcome you to a trio of fantastical stories in Episode 2, Welcome to Fantasyland. Later we'll join a big-shot theater producer who lands in a new town to seek a truly fantastical new show in Pitching Digby. After that, we'll sign up for basic training for fairy godmothers in BIBBIDI BOBBIDI Boot Camp. But first up is a heartfelt story of 2 women escaping a sweltering summer day with a little imagination. Join us and discover your own winter wonderland.
Matey, honey, you home? I bought you some eggs.
In here, Grandma.
How's my beautiful granddaughter?
Hot. Tired.
Sounds about right. And how's my beautiful great-granddaughter? Still kicking?
Like a rocket.
Right now?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, here I come. Put my hand on that belly of yours. I want to feel it. Mayday, you are dripping wet. Why are you so flush, girl?
Because it's 1,000,000 degrees and I'm 1,000,000 pounds and I stupidly bought a house without air conditioning because I'm a stupid dummy.
Honey, this heat's making you crazy. We gotta cool you down. Take your clothes off. I'ma get you a cold drink and some wet cloths.
I'm not laying on the couch naked, Gram.
Don't bother me none, honey. The first time I saw you, you were buck naked and about as red as you are right now. I'm an old lady. I've seen a lot of things. How you think you'll be dressed when you push that child out?
I don't want to think about that.
Keep your bra and undies on then. But the shirt and shorts come off, okay? You're not dehydrating yourself or my great-grandbaby here. Drink that water, slowly. I'm gonna put these cool cloths on you. Give me that clicker for the fan. Better?
A little. What you put in this water?
Pinch of salt, squeeze a lemon. Good for your electrolytes.
You know about electrolytes, huh?
I contain multitudes, child. Now why do you let yourself get like this?
Well, that's the real question, isn't it?
I suppose. I meant you getting overheated.
Why did I let myself get like this?
Maybe.
I'm too young to have a baby. Too scared to have a baby.
Mm-hmm. Have another sip.
Can't even take care of myself.
I think you were doing okay with that till today. Have another.
It's just...
I know. Have another.
It's just...
I know, honey.
I really miss Mom.
Me too. She was so looking forward to being a grand... Let's talk about snow.
What?
You're too hot and I'm about to be too sad. We need cold distraction. Give me that other clicker. Fish out some ice cubes and put them on your wrists. Okay, snow.
It's not what snow sounds like, Gram.
Sure does. The jingles put you in a snowy state of mind. Fine. What's it sound like then?
Nothing. Quiet. Not like rain tapping on the roof. Or God forbid, hail. Snow sounds soft. It sounds like resting.
You cooling down?
A little.
I ever tell you about that boy who lived down the street when I was a girl?
Buster?
Yeah, Buster. I don't remember his real name, but that's what we all called him.
Yeah, I remember some of your Buster stories. He had the BB gun.
Yeah, he was a pistol. Anyhow, he's dead now.
Grandma!
He is, but my point is...
I'm ready for your point.
My point is snow. We used to have big snowball fights in our neighborhood. Well, first we'd walk down the street with our sleds to the big hill. Then, sometimes we'd build snowmen and snow forts, or ice skate on the pond. Seems like there was a lot more snow when I was a child than there is now. Anyway, we'd always end up breaking into teams for snowball fights. And that blasted Buster'd always put snow down the back of the girls' necks. Even girls who were on his team. A big handful of the stuff. Sometimes with ice in it. That'd slide down your neck and melt down your back.
Ugh, I got goosebumps. That sounds awful.
Shivers like electric shocks. Buster was a very unlikable child who grew into a very unlikable man. But now that I look back, I'm sure he had bad troubles at home and not near enough love.
Well, that's no excuse.
Not excusing, just explaining. Anyway, soon as he started that nonsense, we'd just walk away and leave him outside in the snow by himself. Every once that Buster would come over to my house, and Mama give us mugs of steaming hot cocoa. Then we'd draw pictures with our fingers on the big glass picture window.
What did Buster do?
Went home, I guess. Probably plotting his revenge. I don't know. Maybe I should have offered him some cocoa. Just once. Well, how you feeling now?
I'm feeling okay, Graham. Thanks.
It's gonna be so much cooler by the time the baby comes, honey. Maybe we'll have fresh snow to welcome her home.
Maybe. Maybe she'll be a quiet baby. Maybe she'll be happy.
She'll be who she is, and she'll do what she wants. Can't control babies any more than you can control the weather. Just gotta love 'em and roll with it.
Yeah. Grandma, is it okay if I name the baby after Mom?
Of course.
And also after you. I wanted to have both your names. Is that okay?
Well, of course, honey. If you think my great-grandbaby can handle both our names.
I think she can.
I think so, too. Now, you need a snack. Gotta keep up both your strengths. I'll be back in a jiffy.
Love you, Grandma.
Love you too, matey. You and the baby are gonna be just fine. Have another couple sips of that ice water, okay? We gotta stay cool around here, honey.
You bet, Graham. We got our own winter wonderland in here. Brr.
That was Winter Wonderland, written by Tamara Kissane, directed by Ronnie Nicole, sound designed and edited by Jay Zeta, and featuring the voice talents of Jay Bullock as May D and Lucinda Gainey as Grandma. All sound effects were taken from freesound.org and are used under Creative Commons license. A royalty-free version of Blessed Assurance, performed by Brock Hewitt, Stories and Sound, was taken from upbeat.io and used with permission. Now let's visit the small town of Crackleberry Creek, where a newcomer has just arrived, hoping to select a spectacular show to produce at their community theater. How will he choose? He'll need the locals to help out by pitching DIGBY.
North Carolina Audio Play Festival presents Pitching DIGBY.
Mr. Digby, it's a thrill to welcome you all the way from New York City to our little old community theater here in Crackleberry Creek. And that you want to produce our summer show is, well, we're all just over the moon excited. Personally, I need all the help I can get. You see, I inherited this here playhouse from my granny, and putting on shows while still working full-time down at the garage, well, it's been a lot. But, sir, forgive me. I'm not really theater folk. I ain't never heard of you.
What? You've never heard of Ian Holmes Digby, producer extraordinaire? My shows have run on Broadway, London's West End, across all of Europe. Sir, you wound me. Who have you heard of? Andrew Lloyd Webber? Lin-Manuel Miranda?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of them. Well, a couple of them, I think. That was a lot of names. I'm just confused. You're obviously such a giant. Why would you want to produce here at Crackleberry Creek's wrong side of the tracks Performing Arts Center?
It's not a matter of want to, Mr. Skeet. I have to do this. I have had to travel this far from the corporate limelight to find true risk-takers who will stir my soul. The lights of the Great White Way have grown dim due to a lack of imagination. It's now run by accountants who only want safe, repackaged entertainment starring pop singers and actors on break from the latest comic book movies. Mr. Skeet, this is where true theater is still being staged. I am buying shares in your summer stock, sir. Have you assembled your creatives?
Yes, sir. 3 of our best locals are ready to sell you on their dream shows.
Excellent. Go ahead, denizens of Podunk. Pitch me.
Mr. Digby, I'd like you to meet Mo Bunn. He's done some acting for us. He's also a former zookeeper who resettled in Crackleberry Creek a few years back and brought some of his furry friends with him. He lives on a property just off the interstate, and let me tell you, he's given us some dang fine roadkill out on that there highway.
Mr. Bunn, sir. Pitch me.
Well, brother, I heard you wanted something that Broadway of yours would never dare put on. My gentle man, I give you The Lion King. With real animals.
Impossible.
No, sir. Possible. Here, I already got you most of your cast. I got a meerkat. Ain't he cute? This here's a warthog. That next fella is a mole. We call him Cole. And take a gander at my hippo, Henrietta. Henrietta, don't you step on Cole. And FYI, for some of these critters, this ain't their first time on stage.
Oh?
Yeah, but that's all I can say about that.
Your animals are very impressive, Mr. Bunn. But the title of the play is...
Say no more, brother man. Here is your lion.
My God, he's regal. But just one lion?
Okay, this is on the down low, but back on my property, I actually got 2 more. I'm only licensed to have 1, but I got 3. Oh, and I got 1 ornery vomit of a house cat. I swear, can't play little Simba.
Mo, I don't think you've thought this through. I've also seen the movie, and you'd have to come up with a lot more animals. What about them 3 hyenas everyone loves?
I've got connection, Skeet. I already have 1 hyena, and I can get you boys 2 more by the weekend.
My first instinct is to say no. But I love a challenge. People will come from miles around if we can pull off such a spectacle. It could be the hot ticket of the summer.
What? Sir, I really don't think that's such a good
I share your concerns, Mr. Skeet. We will most certainly need to put up protective barriers for the audience.
And budget in a buttload of tranquilizer guns while you're at it.
My God, this just might work. Thank you, peasant. Now, lead your beasts off. Oh, sweet O'Doul, look. They already know exit stage right.
Sir, that's because they're being cattle prodded.
Regardless, one pitch down, Mr. Skeet. Next.
Well, it's gonna be hard to top that one. Beer Sue, you're up.
Hooey!
Mr. Digby, Beer Sue is a waitress down at the Crackleberry Creek Ale House. She's also our musical director on account that she's the only one in town who can play the piano. She's gonna tell you about...
Hey, no spoilers, Skeet. Let me tell him.
Sorry, Beer Sue. Take it away.
Mr. Digby, sir, I have 5 words for you. And I know there are 5 because I counted them out ahead of time on both hands.
Wow me with your 5 words, madam.
All right. Independence Day. The rock opera.
Based on the 1996 big screen Alien Invasion summer blockbuster?
Yes, sir.
Pitch me.
Well, you wanted big, Mr. Digby. They didn't get no bigger in the 90s than Independence Day. And if we make it a rock opera, we only gotta blow up one city on stage. We can sing about all them others.
Yes. In the words of Willard Smith, now that is what I am talking about. But a rock opera?
Well, I'm a songwriter in my spare time, and I already have half the tunes written. The music just squirted out of me, and I just know the audience is gonna love songs like Let's kick the tires and light the fires! And
I have got to get there one of these. I don't know, Beer Sue. Where are we going to find Crackleberry Creek's version of Jeff Goldblum or Randy Quaid? Actually, the town's got about a dozen Randy Quaids, so that won't be a problem.
you put out a casting call for this show, and I tell you, people will come from far and wide. But my cousin, Zeke, who's also my boyfriend, by the way, Mr. Digby, you just gotta cast him as the president.
And why is that, madam?
Zeke used to be in a Journey tribute band, and he sounds so much like Steve Perry, you just won't stop believing
But
it.
Independence Day was about explosions and huge fireballs.
Well, now see, that's where my other cousin Hunk comes in. Hunk was also my boyfriend once upon a time, but we broke up way before Zeke and I got together. Anywho, we're still on good terms, and he used to be in the army where he'd blow things up real good. Best of all, he says they taught him how to do controlled demolitions. He totally thinks the theater can sustain multiple blasts. Show 'em, baby!
Ah!
Oh,
Good
wow.
Lord.
Good heavens, woman! Your hunk just blew up the orchestra section!
Yes, but note the control part of the explosion. All the debris done blown back to the stage and not out at the audience.
Beer Sue, who's gonna pay for this?
Ticket sales is what's gonna pay for this, dummy. Butts in seats. Oh, and I almost forgot. I got taken by aliens last summer, and I'm still in contact with some of them. I think I can get a mothership to come hover over the theater. No harm in asking.
Beer Sue, you know dang well aliens didn't abduct you. You only said so because you thought you was pregnant at the time and you needed a story
James
to tell
Skeeter, are you and I really gonna have artistic differences right here in front of Mr. Ian Holmes Digby?
No, darling, go on.
Let me guess.
Yeah, I was once her boyfriend too, but not her cousin.
Beer Sue, darling, I don't need to hear any more. You've given me a lot to ponder.
Thank you, sir. Good luck pondering.
Next!
Well, sir, I'm next. I am the third and last proposal.
You, Mr. Skeet? Excellent. Pitch me.
Okay, this is also a little out there, so hear me out. I would love to produce 12 angry men, but with 13 men.
13 men? Sir, you are really overstepping. Your soul is mad.
Please hear me out, Mr. Digby. Now, admittedly, it lacks a certain wow factor compared to them others, but let's face it, it'll be the easiest of the three to produce. We won't have to teach critters how to sing or worry about blast radiuses, and let me tell you, this town has a lot more than 13 angry men in it. We'll be able to cast it no problem.
Bah, I am no longer concerned with easy. Even at my age, I believe I have one big show left in me. Therefore, I choose...
Sir, I hate to interrupt, but you are not going to have time to mount a big show at this theater and star in the highlights of Hamlet back at Brightview.
Good heavens, miss! Never sneak up on Ian Holmes Digby like that.
Mr. Digby, who is this?
My director, sir.
Your director?
Yes, well, assistant director, technically. While I have found my greatest success producing, my first love will always be performance. And the bard's melancholy Dane is a role that's eluded me all of my life until now.
Yeah, your spotlight at Brightview awaits, sir. These two men in the white coats will see that you get back safely.
We secured the lunatic. Mr. Skeet, I must take my leave of you. But rest assured, I will return, and with full funding. Long ashes, my good man.
Goodbye, sir. I don't get it, ma'am. What's Brightview? And who are you?
The name is Thelma Coolidge. I am indeed the assistant director of security at Brightview Assisted Living 2 towns over. Ian Holmes Digby is not that man's name. It's John Miller.
Was he ever a producer? He knew so much about theater.
Yeah, 40 plus years as an usher in New York, both on and off Broadway. I should hope so. But let's just say he's buried himself in the part these past several years.
And I was going to let him produce our big summer show here. I even had members of the community pitch him ideas.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm sorry he wasted your time, but hey, if you have a minute, I was in some plays back in high school. I've always had this crazy idea for a musical.
You don't say.
Now, it might sound far-fetched for the stage, but I think with just the right amount of imagination...
Nothing is too far-fetched, Miss Coolidge. Welcome to Crackleberry Creek. Pitch me!
That was Pitching Digby, written by Teddy Durgin, directed by Bonnie Webster, sound designed and edited by Joe Diaco, and featuring the voice talents of David Kleonsky as Digby, Tony Hefner as Skeet, Randall Wung as Mo Bunn, Callie Banholzer as Beer Sue, and Ryan Bennett as Thelma. Selections from Mahler's Symphony No. 5 and Wagner's Ride of the Valkyries are taken from Wikimedia Commons and used under Creative Commons license, as are sound effects from freesound.org. Original music by Joe Diaco. Last but not least, it's time to venture into the Enchanted Kingdom, where aspiring fairy godmothers enlist to get the training they'll need. Forward march, cadets. This is BIBBIDI BOBBIDI Boot Camp.
Fall in, fairies. I said fall in. Welcome to Bippity Boppity Boot Camp. So, you want to be fairy godmothers? We'll see about that. Line up and prepare to receive your magic wands. You!
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
What's your name?
Buttercrunch, Drill Sergeant. I'm a flower fairy.
Well, we're gonna find out right now if you have what it takes to be a fairy godmother. You're helping a future princess get ready for the ball. You just made her this beautiful brand new dress 5 minutes ago and she already has a stain on it. What do?
Remove the stain, Drill Sergeant.
Well, don't just stand there. Do it!
Abra removal!
Leaping leprechauns, cadet! You sure got that stain out.
Oops.
Looks like this'll be an open back dress. And an open front. Next time, try baking soda and dish detergent. You!
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
What's your name?
Eyelash Whisper, Drill Sergeant. I'm a night fairy with a dark and troubled past, which I would prefer not to talk about in great detail until I get to know everybody better.
We'll revisit that later. Your princess is lost in the haunted forest, trying to escape the evil queen's henchmen. The sun's setting fast. What do you do?
Bring out a full moon so she has light to guide her. Abracalooner!
Full moon. That's one heck of a plan. Only one problem. Did I not mention she's in the haunted forest?
You did, Drill Sergeant.
And do you know what lives in the haunted forest? That's right, Cadet. You just brought out the werewolves. And the were-llamas.
Uh-oh.
Don't just wait for the killer llamas to get here. Bring back the sun.
Abracasolar!
Every cell phone today comes with a built-in flashlight, Cadet. Next time, try that.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Lesson number 1. The most effective weapon we have is not the magic wand. It's a well-trained fairy godmother. Over the next 10 weeks, I will mold you into the finest FGs the Enchanted Kingdom has ever seen. Soon you'll be turning mice into horses and pumpkins into Cadillacs. But you need to listen to me. When I say glass slipper, you say what size? Glass slipper.
What size?
Flying phoenix feathers. What do we have here?
Hi, everyone. I'm Luann. Sorry I'm late. Oh, can't wait to get started.
That's one colorful uniform, Cadet. You look like you held a rainbow in your arms and it bled to death.
Oh, you like my sweater? Thanks. I made it myself.
Here, take your magic wand and fall in.
No thanks. Don't need a wand. I have these.
What are those? Knitting needles?
You got it. I guess you could say I'm a yarn fairy.
Fairies have wings. Where are your wings, Cadet?
Don't have any.
Well, what happened? You fly too close to the ceiling fan?
No, Drill Sergeant. I'm human.
Human? Human? You need to go back and talk to your recruiter. We have strict physical requirements here at BIBBIDI BOBBIDI Boot Camp. You need to be a fairy godmother.
But it's been my lifelong dream to become a fairy godmother, to help young people achieve their goals and live their best lives.
Tough troll turds, hit the road.
Please, don't send me away. Not before you read this.
Jiminy crickets! A letter of recommendation from the Queen herself. As her employer, I highly recommend you accept Luann Schneideker to any position she is seeking. Please, any position at all. I just need her out of my castle. Signed, Queen Cinderella. Oh, pixie dust, Luann. You had to make this complicated.
So, can I stay?
Night Fairy.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
I need to talk to the base commander about our human friend here. Tell the group about your dark and troubled past.
But Drill Sergeant, I haven't gotten to know them yet.
In great detail.
Yes, Drill Sergeant. Hi, everyone. My name is Eyelash Whisper, but you can call me Eyelash. I'm a night fairy.
Hi, Eyelash. Nice to meet you.
I guess I'll start with when I was a teenager and I flew away from home. Oh, sorry. This is difficult.
You can do it, Eyelash. We believe in you.
I ended up in a gingerbread house in the woods. A witch lived there. She was nice at first, but then she tried to eat me, so I pushed her in the oven. I finally had my own place, but I was hungry. I couldn't eat the gingerbread. Winter was coming. Soon little children started showing at my door. I was practically starving, but I told myself, I'm not going to be like the witch. I'm going to break the cycle.
Oh my goodness. What did you do?
Well, the girl's gotta eat, right?
All right, cadets, fall in.
Get your hands off me. Leave me alone.
Anyway, I ordered DoorDash. Problem solved.
Listen up, Luann. I talked to the base commander and she said you can stay if you pass a test.
Oh, thank you, Drill Sergeant. Thank you so much.
Don't thank me yet. Luann the Yarn Fairy, meet Violet. Your test.
I said, let me go.
Violet here is a member of the Pumpkin Protectors, an anti-fairy godmother activist group. She jumped the gate this morning and got herself in trouble. If you can talk some sense into her, you can stay.
Please, I don't need your help.
Sounds like a challenge. What's got you so upset, dear?
You. All of you. You fairy godmothers promise the world, but you're never there when the clock strikes midnight.
Gosh, no. That's way past my bedtime.
Exactly. Then your magic wears off like it was all a cheap trick, a scam. And that's why I don't believe in fairies.
Sarge just dropped dead for now.
What happened?
Violet says she doesn't believe in fairies.
So what? It's like a peanut allergy?
I told her to let me go.
Quick, Buttercrunch, use your wand.
I'm on it, Eyelash. Don't say another word, Violet, or I'll cast a stain removal spell right through your vital organs.
Don't say what? That I don't believe in fairies?
Buttercrunch, oh no! That's it.
You missed.
That was a warning. And, so was that.
You're a terrible shot. You look like you don't even believe in yourself.
Oh, no, I don't, but...
Okay, Violet, that's enough out of you. Have a seat right there, shut your pie hole, and listen up.
No thanks. Like I said, I don't believe in fairies.
You've made that perfectly clear. Sit down.
How are you still alive? I said I don't believe in you.
Do you see any wings on my back? Sorry, sister, not a fairy, but I am deadly with a knitting needle.
Uh-oh.
Now you will sit and you will knit.
Okay. You're crazy, but okay.
Knit, and you'll survive.
Like this?
Good. Now loop the yarn around and pull it through.
Oh, wow. I'm doing it.
Talk to me. Did you have a fairy godmother once upon a time?
Yeah, so?
And did she wave her magic wand and give you a brand new dress with all the fancy accessories, the whole kit and caboodle?
She did. But everyone at the ball had a beautiful dress, too. No one even noticed me.
See, that's the problem right there. If you want people to notice your wardrobe, why not make it yourself? Customize it.
How do I do that?
You're doing it right now.
You're right. I am doing it.
Keep up the good work. Knitters aren't quitters. You just gotta believe in yourself, because if you don't, you may drop dead. You know who taught me that?
The, dead fairies?
Yep. So, do you believe in fairies after all?
I guess so.
You gotta say it, sister.
I believe in fairies.
What? What happened?
Quick! Somebody grab her!
Oh, it's okay, Sarge. She's a new woman now.
I am. I feel transformed.
Sarge, isn't that what good fairy godmothers do?
Ah, pixie dust. What am I gonna tell the base commander?
Tell her that Luann passed the test. And we believe in her.
And I believe in myself.
And I believe in Violet.
And I believe in fairies.
I don't believe this. All right, look. Anybody who wants to be a fairy godmother, fall in. I said fall in. Welcome to Bibbidi Bobbidi Boot Camp. So, you want to be fairy godmothers.
That was Bibbidi Bobbidi Boot Camp, written by Clinton Festa, directed by Jory Slodky, sound designed and edited by Christian O'Neill, and featuring the voice talents of Emily Chiola as Buttercrunch, Mickey Marvel as Eyelash Whisperer, Jane Beverly as Luann, Mariana Moran as Sarge, and Emily Levinstone as Violet. Public domain sound effects were taken from freesound.org and the YouTube Audio Library and are used under Creative Commons license. Knitting and knitting needle sound effects were provided by Jory Slodky. Hamster March and Unseen Horrors by Kevin MacLeod are taken from Incompetech.com and used under Creative Commons license. That's it for our second episode of the 2024 North Carolina Audio Play Festival. Stay tuned for our final episode, Welcome to Your Nightmare, featuring two frightening tales: disaster drama Survival in a Mineshaft by Denise Sepik, and the sci-fi horror Much Meat, Much Malady by Mike Brannon. This recording is a co-production of the Cary Playwrights Forum and Creative Greensboro as part of the 2024 North Carolina Audio Play Festival. Theme music by Jason Corder. For more audio plays, visit the Cary Playwrights Forum website and find the past productions link in the About CPF menu. I'm Jay Zeta. Thank you for listening.